All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for an absolutely incredible day one and intro to GOC. It's very much appreciated. And thanks everyone that contributed so far and has supported the Canadian Cancer Society. Absolutely love doing this event. I am Strizer, and Malcreos is here with me, who's been doing an awesome job helping our runners get set up, and with the hosting as well, and the reading of the donations and incentives.
I think
Teenage Mutant, let's kick some.
We're gonna keep it going with, like you said, more beat 'em up action. This is actually a game that was made by the same company, and it's absolutely incredible. They two big hits in a row. Because Streets of Rage 4 is absolutely awesome as well. I recommend trying both of them if you're at all interested in trying. So we're gonna be doing Arcade, OK, and 2-player. And
So what now, fearless leader?
Malcreos is indeed the rat.
I'm a rat and he's Raphael, which is cool but rude as we saw.
Alright, so time's gonna start once we get control of the characters, and let's get into it.
Job breaking news.
Alright, so despite being made by the same company, these two games play drastically different. They feel completely different, as they should. Like, Streets of Rage was a very distinct feeling game if you played any of the classics, and they really hit the mark in terms of keeping that true. But this is also great too. You're gonna see a very different style of play. You can obviously run, which Streets of Rage 1 plays unfortunately can't run. There are some characters in Streets of Rage 4 that can, but they're kind of like few and far between. Jumping is the fast method of travel. But we can run. We can dash, we can taunt to get our supers, and there's kind of a big variety of attacks. There's been a ton of patch support for this game so far, which has been great. They've tweaked a lot of things in terms of controls, combos. They've got some DLC out as well, adding like a survival mode, and a couple characters. The game has so many characters.
So many. And the capability of playing 6-player co-op.
Which is absolutely bonkers. Alright, I accidentally used my special earlier, so I'm glad I didn't get punished for that. Characters all have different stats as well, so like Raph and Splinter play very different from each other. So there's like 3 different stats. There's attack power, speed, and specials, of course, are also different between characters. So like there's multiple types of specials. There's a dash special, there's a standing special, and there's an air special. Each character has their own kind of variation. So Raph, for example, spins with his size and has mobility during the standing special, but Splinter doesn't have. Splinter still does have a standing special, of course. It's just like a stationary version.
Yeah, wide area, but it is stationary.
Oh. Alright, we're fine. Pizza time.
Approaching the first boss. Not the last time we see him, though.
Unfortunately. Alright, that was actually handy because you knocked them right into me and I was able to build meters, so that was pretty sweet. The tough part about some of the bosses in the game is the fact that they have a lot of mobility, and although we can run, it's not always great for keeping up with them. Like, they can run faster than we can in a lot of cases, or they have like jumps that are very quick. So there's a few bosses that are very RNG dependent, and you just kind of hope you get a good pattern, but you have to, you know, make the most of what you get. stealing our tire. Actually, the whole wheel. It's the wheel. With enemies, the best thing that you kind of need to keep track of is killing what enemies basically advances to the next group of enemies. 'Cause it's not always obvious. Like sometimes you have to kill more enemies to get the screen to advance and things to go on. There's also a lot of cases where an enemy will get get stranded and essentially will come to the next screen. So like sometimes you can just like, alright, I can leave that one enemy because I know they're gonna follow us and we don't have to worry about taking care of them immediately. Flat. Make use of environmental stuff. So, we also have the explosive barrels. They look slightly different, the same idea.
You'll notice sometimes I stand there doing a charge shot while we're holding charge. We do have armor, so we're immune to being knocked down or interrupted. In those cases. So that's pretty useful to just tuck it through some attacks and allow enemies to gather up.
Just got my special. Wrench to the face. Some of the enemy tracking is sometimes a little bit strange, so I hesitated there because if I had done my dash attack, it would have actually tracked me to the guy jumping out of the sewers, and I would have fell down the sewer hole. Rude. You can also hit enemies before they actually completely come on screen, so it's always kind of key to know where your enemies are coming from. Oh. Well, it was good until that guy decided to get tossed.
Just get down, yeah. So we try to carry that power pizza, which lets us do our specials into the boss and get a few specials on it. It didn't work out.
That was unfortunately on me because I did an attack that specifically can launch enemies. I kind of wrongfully assumed that the enemy was going to be dead. This is where you're kind of dealing with that situation where you're at the mercy of wherever he decides to jump.
We've had worse fights, but we've definitely had better fights. Now, when we were gonna launch start planning GOC, Strizer asked me, he's like, "Hey, do you want to do this Turtles run again? Since we have run this previously." I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." I'm like, "I've got a new controller. I'll try it with my new controller." Which I then followed up with, "Okay, well, now I'm trying it with a new button or a new button layout and new strats." So now a lot of this is new as of these last couple of days. So you're experiencing it all with us.
Yeah, strange, I guess, little quirk about the controls is basically the fact that both players are required to use the same control layout if you're playing local, which
on PlayStation anyway, so I don't know about any other.
yeah, we'd been practicing. He lives in a different province than I do, so we've been practicing online. And then he arrived to help out with GOC, and that sudden moment of, oh no, he needs to relearn the controls based on what I'm doing. bugs.
Don't like bugs.
But it's been fun. You know, we did run the game for a while, and we hadn't for almost close to a year, except with the exception of like. Although I think actually the last time we did the run was in the spring of last year in terms of event. We did it once before.
It was because I posted that I was going to do this again. This week. And the last time anybody had used the streaming channel was me last year. Saying that I was doing my run. So.
It's been fun getting back into it.
Yeah.
Kind of just like you want to take good advantage of the fact that there's a taunt. There's a lot of cases where the fastest thing that you can do is going to be just taking out the entire group with one special and then alternating kind of like you super high taunt and then vice versa.
Now it's a big content pack. Taunts, the damages on people's abilities, so it had changed a lot since we last played. There's a lot of adjustments.
I think the weird thing about the taunt kind of change is they normalized it for every character except for I think one of the new DLC characters. Which is weird. Like if you're gonna go as far as normalizing it for everybody, why not just normalize it for actually everybody instead of all but one character?
Yeah, and I believe that character's reduces the limit for everybody else too, so to be honest, we could just suck it up here. So this one has got a few different attacks that you can do. You saw the chain whip thing. When he goes with grenade, one phases targets the person closest to him.
Easy
So
peasy.
in that case, Rezo stays up close while I can charge my special and attack at range.
Rumble in the zoo.
There are actually team-up attacks. We didn't use them prior, but we've started to kind of throw a couple in various stages.
This ain't
One
gonna
player
be a
essentially has to
walk.
jump and attack into the other person's arms and they get tossed. If you ever see the other type of team attack, it's very likely that we weren't actually trying to do it. That's the type where each character is on an opposite side of the enemy, and they do like a kind of like smush attack, basically. For lack of better phrase. You threw that in midair.
So I don't know how loud the controllers come through, but we are both using snack box screens. Where we were just...
Leverless controller.
Set up and try.
They actually just dropped the prices on them, which is awesome. It's been a lot of fun learning leverless. I've never really used arcade sticks, but played some Street Fighter 6, which if you guys haven't, it's absolutely great. That's okay.
We made it work.
Consider it handled.
Step back, wait for this roll to come, jump the wrong way.
Oh, bananas. Freaking bananas.
At least Super Monkey Ball monkeys in the background. We both advanced to the end where we're standing on top talking to each other. They both basically, all three of us keep respawning together.
And then for some reason, if you kill that guy off screen with a regular attack, it advances the camera early, but if you use like a slide, it doesn't.
Alright, ground chuck and dirt bag.
Can you dig it, suckers?
Ah, I tried to get him down there.
Yeah, that's one of those kind of really reactive fights, because as much as you want them to stay together, above and beyond the very start, when you kind of stun lock them for a while, you can't ensure that they're going to stay together. Sometimes they group nicely, and other times they're just like, nope.
King of the spill.
I sense an old enemy here.
One guy was just not approaching. The enemies like to jump on the tracks in this game, and it's really unfortunate because the trains just do so little damage, and you get into a situation where you're kind of waiting to try and kill them, and they keep getting like bumped around by the train, but not actually trying to stop.
Yeah, which is why I go and I stand on the edge and try to get them down. Standing super try to take them out.
On the barrels. Alright, well there's that other team attack.
That's one of those unintentional team attacks where it goes, well, I guess shell to old man rat pack, but I'm sure I'm suffering a lot more than you do.
The phrasing "old man rat back" is gonna stick around for a little bit. There's a lot of enemies that, like these guys, for example, are just a nightmare if they get away from you. So it's kind of always better to just do the super and be done with it. You can grab you, which takes up time. You can spit other little mousers. Good coverage. The best way you can play co-op is definitely like working with your partner. It's like, okay, I know the next wave of enemies is coming from this side. I'm trying to advance the screen with each other.
I am a rat king. You're trespassing on royal grounds.
Yeah,
Come and get me.
So this
terrible boss.
this is like, yeah. Oh, for that, like, he has a tendency to jump up and call more rats. Luckily, they came from the opposite side of the right then, so that was good. Yeah, that's great. And finding time. So when he's charging, he's immune to being attacked. So
Yeah, I should have baited him first.
sorry, we got him.
We were making sure we got him.
We very got him. So two rats. It's not bad.
But two of that three. I think that was three.
You know what? There's only one rat that matters, and that's Splinter. So we're gonna just say it's one rat.
More meltdown.
The start of this stage has a really cool team-up attack. I guess twice.
Teamwork is the way.
Shut up.
It's the same one.
Punch line.
In case you missed it the first time, here it is again.
Try one of these guys.
Oh. It's okay. We didn't get
works.
hit. I'm really shocked you didn't land on either of us.
So I don't know, there was a purple guy's body that just came out from nowhere.
I believe it. This game does have a little bit of online jank, so if you're playing with friends online, you can experience like enemies not looking like they're dead when they actually are, and vice versa. Sometimes they look like they're dead, but they'll actually be alive. You see some weird animation things too, like one player will be running, but they'll be in the normal walking animation, but they're going really fast, of course, because they're going across the screen at the same
Zooming.
speed. I think the biggest one was there's kind of like a spoilers. Is Krang is in this game. No, you guys never would have saw that coming. There's a section where he would kind of desync between players, and then any online player who wasn't close, basically, wasn't able to hit him. But that eventually got fixed.
Come and get me.
Very rude. Sometimes enemies will also take more hits than they normally would. So for example, if you hit certain enemies when they're in the attack animation with a super that would normally one-shot them, it won't, and you basically have to hit them one more time.
I was one hit away from getting my special. I got it on the corpse of the guy.
You must bobble the bodies of our enemies.
Behold the light of Tempestra.
Yeah, you can save a cycle on that if everything lines up correctly.
Easy peasy.
Sometimes you want to hit the boss.
Sometimes you want to hit the boss.
It's a natural feeling. You have to understand that.
Roof running restaurant.
I have to hit dodge and then charge my special, but I hit dodge and then get attacked, and so it tracked me back right in.
Cyclone.
Woo. Yeah, I was a little early there.
It worked. Enemies like sometimes have invincibility when they're coming out of other locations and like spawning. That's not totally evident. Like those purple guys, for example, couldn't be hit immediately. That's why we couldn't grab them. Yeah. Oh. I thought I had my super. Thankfully the other folks still spawn.
We too can fall in holes, not just in Streets of Rage 4. Ready for this part. Oh my god, those people. Thank you
Those pizzas, when you get them, you have basically the 10 seconds to do as many specials as you like. The other kind is the ones that make you spin constantly for a period of time. To our advantage.
Come and get me.
Little extra just for fun.
Just extra meditated, you know, it'd be extra zen.
With this boss that's terrible.
Alright, so you're talking about how they like to move on their own. Welcome to both. This
Give you natural super. Yeah, just a tiny bit left when you decided to run away.
Yeah, they didn't want to stay together. So ideally, they can, if they run on either side of the room, they start charge and run into each other and stun themselves. But
Well, that's one way to avoid New York traffic.
yep. I'm gonna apparently not eat that.
These beams have like terrible hitboxes. Like, look at that. Oh, I threw him, you caught him.
That's good. Figured that.
Stick to the bottom right at the end.
You might want to look so I can see the bottom right. And I agree, Django. This is my favorite song right there. Not every level has lyrics to the song, but I think both auto scrollers are.
Astros.
Woohoo! Synchronized.
Care business.
Every day.
Figured since I didn't have my super.
Yep.
Well, but ends well. Always pizza time.
All right.
Another boss where you're hoping for good RNG, basically. You just don't want to see him fly. Like Storm Eagle.
time to
Do right away.
demonstrate right there. I'm trying to meditate. Keeping them busy so you can
He's gonna do what he's gonna do. You can basically go the entire fight without him flying away. Sometimes he flies away like immediately. You gotta work with what you get. Not, maybe not.
Yeah, you got that.
Alright, is it? Yay! Alright, so the purple enemy hit the parking meter, which then hit the 2 red enemies that were spawning.
It was worth the wait.
Take this.
Double out.
Right. That screen can get away from you pretty easily. If one person doesn't get their super, then it's turns into a little bit of nightmare, especially if the enemies decide to spread out. These enemies with the size are absolutely terrible. Probably my least favorite regular enemy, like if I had to choose.
Do they have a tendency to come back from all of your attacks? And attack me.
Oh!
Unintended attack. Group attack.
But it works. That's the important part. Alright, pop the balloons. Ooh, these guys.
They're the real heroes of the story.
One of the cases where those enemies just like, alright, he apparently doesn't matter. Alright. They will get it by the end, that's the important piece. Stream is going well, thanks. Yeah, this is only day 1 of the event, by the way. If you guys enjoyed tonight, we have another 6 days of GOC happening. I didn't notice either. So that's the same type of situation, you know. He can choose to jump in the sewers or do other attacks. The longer he decides he's going to stay out, generally the better. And then you're up to the mercy of kind of where he decides to jump out. Ideally, air specials are probably best, but ground specials are a lot safer, just because of the range.
Exactly. You don't know where he's going to pop out of, or in which direction he's going to go after he comes out.
Aha!
You got him. Even though it didn't really matter.
Don't tell him that.
So on the second stage, those motorcycle guys will just keep going back and forth until in this one, it doesn't really seem to matter. They take one run and then just disappear.
explosive barrel. Oh.
It's fun.
Giving you the business.
Yep. I want this business. I'll give it that.
Say, grab that pizza. I almost hit it by accident. It's close.
That's all. Thank you.
Come and get me.
That guy's best to get before he kind of moves, because then you always consistently bonk him up in the corner off the conveyor belt.
Yeah, good luck to the turtles runner, but what about the rat runner?
We're all in this big rat race.
Good time?
Thank you, appreciate the luck. Manually dodging these enemies like a sucker. I thought he was gonna get me for sure.
I thought it was going to get you too. I was hoping. It was
Teach me a lesson. Oh. You should have celebrated with post-boss.
You should have
Try one of these sides.
Oh. He had to do the thing at the very end.
Oh. Are we going to get him? Oh, we got him without his phase.
To me now.
Shield phase?
Are my
Shield
friends.
phase? So he has the option of jumping into the middle and protecting himself with this impenetrable shield, which can penetrate the jump special. But charging special is a little complicated sometimes when you've got a bunch of Mausers coming at you. But luckily, he then eventually drops he drops missiles on your head, but one of them doesn't load. You can kick it right at the shield and it takes care of that.
Teamwork.
Another one of those Teamworks Extreme Works thing.
Plus
Hey,
green.
we did it. I'm having a bit of a hard time with that one recently. Yeah.
Teamwork is the way.
Nice.
Set up and punchline.
Is the key.
We have these moments where we can just stand up against the wall and be safe from these charge attacks. And since we know that, take that time to charge our press our response and get our special attack. That was an unfortunate teamwork.
Teamwork just spoiled the dream.
It did.
That one's on me. I was again thinking he was on his last legs and did a jump attack. Oh! Yeah, good buster there. Sometimes it just pays to have some patience, though. wait for these guys. Well, if you can line up the actual attack. If you like me, kids.
Yeah, but sometimes you're like lining up your attack, and unfortunately, like the game will try to track you on one specific enemy and then kind of ruin your alignment. But we forgive the game. So you see, we avoided this power pizza because we're about to hit this boss, which you're gonna see last. And there you go. And there you have it. Captain Zorax.
Otherwise, he can be a really frustrating boss because partway through the fight, he summons a whole bunch of other dinosaurs, and they're like pretty hardy in terms of health, and hitboxes are generous. So, kind of best just to not deal with it.
Trying to integrate the team attack there. We've been kind of struggling a little bit, but we just decided to destroy guys.
Sometimes you're just not happy. There we go. Wait it out.
So I should have spent more time charging the special there, and then you not.
Very handy barrel, just happens to be conveniently placed. Aww. Try it, folks. Aww. Oh.
You also try it.
Raph just doesn't have that reach.
So yeah, we were talking about the 3 different stats earlier. Both Raph and Luna or Mark is having 3 power. The difference is that Raph has 2 speed, and 1 reach. And it is the other way around.
All good. I kind of intentionally wanted to start that super early so I can then start my taunt for the next one. And it doesn't matter!
I think it mattered a little bit. So this opportunity is still strong. But it would have been a little faster. But sometimes all you need to trigger it is just 1. Now we're about to fight Jeff Goldblum. Tell us that life finds a way.
Hope you guys like special attacks.
Jump special attacks.
Very protected corner.
Victory pizza.
I trust that my
Right.
You know what? The Krangmobile is here. I'll be honest, I don't actually know what the name of that robot is.
Nope, I don't either. I do not.
We'll go with the Krangmobile. Got a few more opponents before that.
The stage is where we're gonna find another fairly formidable foe in the rock dude.
That's the spin attack.
Oh. Look, it wasn't how we planned it,
No,
but it worked.
But it worked.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Alright. We made it work.
I just remember slightly too late. That's, oh, I'm gonna shock that.
Almost fairly shocked at me. Wait a little bit for them to gather up.
They didn't.
Yep, normally they've been moving towards each other. Now they didn't. And see, again, so that was an example of the game tracking me on the bottom of the top opponent and then not hitting the other one.
Let him live.
Just quick. It's not.
And you just really don't want to deal with a group of enemies. That's what happens.
We've had one elevator. What about second?
Come and get me!
Oh no. I deserve that.
I'm about to get this.
Oh!
Okay. This is how you don't use this elevator.
Accurate.
Alright. General track.
More tracks shall be done.
I'll lure the others away. Still not too bad.
Nope.
Just, again, it's one of those, like, you wish you hadn't gone to get his stuff.
I figured we should probably play this.
Probably.
Oh, don't punch me. Those little bug dudes, like, I don't, they're not really bugs. The little robot dudes, essentially, you have to flip them over before you can deal damage. And each character has, like, different attacks that will actually flip them over. So in some cases, like a jump over, the last hit of your standing combo, a slide. It's just, you need to make sure you're picking the right move. Otherwise, you just sit there batting at them for a while.
You may have noticed, for a lot of the other bosses, when there's a power piece, you save it. You know, use the boss. In this one, the boss is immune until this phase. So there's no point in doing that. This is the best cycle that you can get. I don't think it's possible to do it in one cycle.
No, it's just way too much health.
But I agree, the Technodrome stage and music in this game is fantastic. Everything about this is fantastic. Go out and play it. After. Stay, please stay.
Stay and watch, then play.
No, I'm just gonna stand behind here. Raph is gonna use shell protective mask.
When there's a double pizza coming up after an auto scroller, you don't really care what happens to you during the auto scroller.
It's a great time to have a drink, check chat, pick your nose, waste your special. It's okay, it's okay. Almost. Except that I was misaligned.
Pizza time.
You like pizza? Oh, you pizza. Pizza these aliens. So things can get a little out of hand if they get out of sync. But luckily in this situation we're all together.
The purple guy was lucky he was off screen. I'll just move up there because it kind of lures those two purple guys to group together.
Just gonna meditate, have on this lava, as one does.
Look, everyone loves a seat warmer.
Do a dash button here because it kills him and one that's off screen as well.
Oh, rude.
We've been doing too good at the screen recently that we decided to go back to our old ways. Slash.
There is no need to fight. Join us.
That was a phenomenal slash fight.
That was a great fight. There's got a few different attacks. One, he starts charging his blade, then follows with a couple of spin attacks where he is vulnerable. If he can attack at range. He does jump around in his shell where he is
Be
invulnerable.
aware of your surroundings.
And yeah, he jumps up.
It's all good.
Trying to counter.
Ooh, still got it.
Still got it.
Oh, he didn't look dead. Screen? Thank you. Me too.
do is stand on the edges here, waiting for the side ninjas.
Otherwise, they have a tendency to basically dodge after you do a single attack, and they take like 3 normal attacks.
Also, at the beginning, when this game was first released, there were issues with enemies like jumping out of the screen and you couldn't chase them. Yeah. That's good.
Teamwork is the way.
So it's like any enemies that tend to jump.
That being said, they can still do that. It just seems to happen less often.
Funk.
Neat little uppercut here to help through.
Laser, please. I'm trying to do a thing here. I'm embarrassing me in front of all my friends.
I wasn't sure that last one was going to make its way in with these
guys. Oh, hey, there's Krang. Krang on Krangmobile. I didn't even say it there.
Just Krang. He's like Prince. He's only got one name.
Hashtag just Krang. Krang. Alright. Well, luckily it seems we got through this pretty easily without falling for any diversions.
You fell for my diversion.
So close.
Dang it!
I have a surprise for you.
I will show you how a true ninja fights.
Gets us every
The
time.
world is mine.
Here's Shredder. He's ready for revenge. Didn't see that coming. Like, we use a similar strat to most bosses where Graph keeps them busy while I get to charge and then do my get to do my charge dash attack. And luckily when Shredder splits, I get to hit all of them. Easy and surprise. Yeah, dang it!
You rang?
Not that the lady recently discovered that there's a sweet spot.
Tops and red skies.
And
no
help us
place like
avoid
home.
that.
Minus the laser beam attack from the eyes. So let's just hope you don't see that.
Yeah, well, I may have things to.
Here it comes.
So normally, like, if we were just slightly... Well, there it is.
Still almost hit it though. I was too close for comfort on that laser.
Alright, that's a pretty good fight. So at some point she, after that big laser, she would normally go back and unreachable across the screen. And some enemies would spawn. I have to take care of them.
Look, he found some of that ooze from Streets of Rage 4.
It's true.
He's been in the sewers.
Well, I mean, his face is plastered all over there.
Revenge is a fool's errand, Orokusaki.
This is basically RNG in terms of how many cycles that you get, how many different attacks that you get before he becomes vulnerable. Which is unfortunate, because it's a really kind of womp-womp way to end an hour-long run.
Yeah, so it's a... He does these dashes, these flaming dashes. Also has the flame novas, I guess. Then you can just teleport and...
Oh no. Alright, well, I got that one.
Alright, so now he's immune until we can do this. And then he's depleted. Ah, I think that, oh, gonna get another shot at it.
Oh, timer, please.
Impossible.
My foot pedal had one job and it didn't do it. Alright, so that was, I think, an hour 27.
Yeah, an hour 27. That's okay. It's pretty good.
Totally happy with that for a rusty run.
Absolutely. While doing commentary.
So yeah, that's Shredder's Revenge. Highly recommend checking it out if you like beat 'em ups. We've collectively put a lot of hours into it back when we were running it regularly. Lots of different modes. There's like story mode, arcade mode, survival mode, tons of different characters, unlockable palettes, and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, when we gave the estimate of 105, we hadn't actually gone back to
Shredders.
Yeah, that was me taking a guess in the dark as to what it could eat. You know, what is a comfy estimate after we play a few times.
To be fair, we also knew we were going to be the last of the night. So.
All right. That being said, appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks everyone that contributed to the event tonight. And it always means a lot. Obviously, this event is important to us. As somebody that started organizing this event many years ago, it's always fun to bring everyone together and to see all the different runs and all the different runners and kind of the display of games. So yeah, I'm going to send you guys on a raid, but first I'm going to toss you guys the schedule. This is going for another 6 days, so it's going to be the weeknights on Tuesday to Friday, and then longer streams on Saturday and Sunday. So we've got plenty more runs in the event, and we've got incentives going on if you guys want to take a peek at that. We've got prizes to give away. And yeah, hang tight. We're going to send you guys on a raid. I'm just going to find somewhere that I can send you for the night.